And yeah, welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. Last time, we learned a bit more about Sachi, and I realized I never really answered the question of which of the characters I like the best. And I guess this wouldn't be a bad time to answer it now. Sachi is interesting. I don't know. She seems so flawed that I feel more sorry for her than I like her as a character. I don't know. Something about her just doesn't click in that way. Sakaki, she's okay, but she feels a bit, one of those characters, when you get down to it, one of the characters that are totally and completely in a situation where they're just trying to hide their feelings and they really have other stuff going on, and when you get close to them, they'll be all dairy. And it's like, okay, whatever. Like, for me, I prefer tsundere characters that stay soon most of the time. Usually because it's just more interesting, that dynamic. I'd say, Makina, she's going up on my list. She is. In terms of, just because of how evil and devious she is. It's unexpected, and she's definitely doing a lot more of that. It's interesting when she acts like that. When she was all peaceful and shy before, not nearly as much, but how she really is a lot more interesting. Well, I haven't really decided yet. I'd say that I haven't decided on a favorite, and I probably won't be like, oh, I'll definitely have I might have a favorite by the end of all this, but I'm not really the type that has to have best girl or waifu or anything like that. No, I don't care about that stuff personally. It's more just if the characters are good. And, I'd say those two are definitely the ones I have the most fun with, Amane and Mitru. Mainly because if you've noticed, if you've watched my other stuff that have anything like this, with the relationship stuff and whatnot, Trails and Muff Love come to mind, I typically gravitate towards the people who make me laugh, basically. I like humor, I like the interactions, so I'm much more interested in people who have the funny back and forth than I do like other aspects of it. Comedy is something I really love, basically. So that's probably why I like those two a bit more at the moment. And getting back. On dark nights, not uncommon to mistake foliage for swaying the wind for the movements of a sinister human form. If you're alert, you'll understand rationally that it's just an illusion, but your senses feed off the instinctive twinge of terror, transforming the rustling leaves into a whispering of a demon. To the shrub, or the tree in question, this quirk of the human mind must be irritating. Are we going back to Sakaki? This sort of sounds like Sakaki. They mind their own business, spending their days earnestly simulating carbon dioxide into ligneous tissue, and this is the thanks they get. But the plants don't get the worst of it. There's nothing quite as obnoxious as the way people push misconceptions onto their animals. All too often, pets are treated more like receptacles for the selfish delusions of human beings than companions. What if every pet in the world suddenly gained the ability to speak? It'd probably be just like, fuck you, man. I'm sure their owners are dying to hear their thoughts, but sometimes ignorance is bliss. It's difficult enough to come to a real world understanding between fellow humans. How much harder would that be? How much harder would that be when one party is an animal? Believing in the fantasy that our pets love us back must be much more pleasant than facing reality. Who has a pet? An erotic voice. Out of place in this peaceful sunshine. In the past, Japan relied heavily on row housing apartments within thin walls and noisy neighbors. Having sex in your own home could be surprisingly awkward. Okay, but as a result, inns aimed especially at couples sprung up, eventually developing into the famous love hotels, and modern housing circumstances usually allow for much greater privacy at home. In conclusion, having sex outdoors in this day and age is less likely an attempt at consideration towards your neighbors, and more likely an attempt at getting an additional thrill. This is definitely something everyone needs to explain to them. We've got a pervert. Considering the fact that this is talking about someone having a pet, normally, I'm not in the habit of criticizing other people's fetishes, but screwing al fresco carries far higher risk than an amateur might expect. It's a highly unsanitary business, I would know. I don't have the slightest idea who might be fornicating here, but I should really tell them off for their own good. Hey, idiots! Did you at least put down a blanket? What are you doing here, Michiru? I'd been expecting a half-naked couple tangled together in this place that only has 6 people, including only one guy. So I'm surprised to find Matsushima. Last name always trips me up. Or is it her family? I don't know. They always switch. They always switch around which one's the family and given name in these, and I never know which one is really which. It's Michiru, all by herself. I see. So you weren't a Mia tsundere after all. You were, in fact, a sexually frustrated, perverted tsundere. Hentai. I'm actually relieved in a way. You may be twisted, but at least you found a path to follow. Keep at it. No. Your head seems to be on relatively straight today. Listen, I'm telling you that I have respect for your deviant spirit. You're a first-class pervert. A little. What else would you call someone who gets off outdoors without a thought for their surroundings? What do you think? It appears that I may have misinterpreted the situation. Maybe. Of course, there's a good possibility that she's deceiving me out of sheer embarrassment, but I'm kind enough human being to sympathetically pretend otherwise. I see. Sorry. Well, either way, I'll pretend not to have seen this. Alright, let's say it was a rehearsal for a play. A play in which you're attacked by a hoodlum. Your mouth keeps saying no, but your body says yes. Sound about right? Oh my goodness. Okay, so your body keeps saying yes, but your mouth says no? Do you know what you're saying no to? I wonder. What? Isn't the tsundere supposed to give in right away? Well, I heard that a tsundere is a woman who says no when she means yes. I see. The tsundere is more complex than I thought. I've never met a wild tsundere before. If we were in an RPG with a title system, would that be your title? Piece of cake. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. By the way, what's that black bushy thing you've got hidden there? What? Oh, mustache. Oh, I get it. Got rid of it. Look to your left. This time, Michiru seems to have misunderstood something. So, to point to her side, and I see there's some sort of black lump of hair particularly visible. Did you get a dog that's smarter than you? Oh, it's a cat. Don't tell me you're a cat person. That's not okay. Actually, now that I think of it, she is more like a cat, and Amane's more like a dog, isn't it? Maybe that's the intention. A lump of fur stretches grandly, revealing its identity. It was, in fact, a small black cat. The black cat coils around Michiru's leg, purring loudly, Unlike your average Proton house cat, it's a bit scrawny and its hair is dirty and shaggy. Did he really follow you? Looks more like you carried him here.
なんでそういうこと言うの?
Cats don't follow people around unless they're very used to human company. I can't imagine an animal that's careless enough to casually follow some random blonde around would survive long in the wild.
勝手についてきたのよ。本当だもん。
Did you bribe it with food?
してないもん。
Is that a yes? No means yes in that situation in particular. In that case, maybe it followed you instinctively. Immaturity might be a factor.
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。誰が乳臭いって?
Maybe both? Sakaki.
さかきか。それで、この子を元の場所に返さないとって思ってるの。寮で飼うわけにはいかないでしょ?
Did you really buy that?
教育してくれる?
Okay. No. Why would I? Why do I have to play house with you? Do it yourself.
あんたさ、女の子には優しくしなさいって言われなかった?
Yeah. But that doesn't mean I'm just going to do everything I'm asked. Anybody? Like who?
誰にって、誰かによ。誰にだっていいけどさ。わかった。私が言う。今あんたに言ってあげる。女の子には優しくしなさいよね。
No.
それはないでしょうね。
You can handle a single cat on your own. There's nothing for me to help with. If you were in serious trouble, I'd lend a hand, but you shouldn't rely on others for every little thing.
あんたって冷たいのね。信じらんない。アンビリーバボらんない。
You actually said baboon. You actually said that not in a bad way.
バボーン
Baboon. Alright then. You put that thing right back where you found it. Bye.
待ちなさいよ。せめてこうなんかないの？もうちょっとこう優しげなあれはないの？
Don't tell me this is part of your tsundere act. Is this part of your master plan? You really haven't been doing much of that lately. I wonder if you've gotten back onto it. I wouldn't complain, but... You're really hopeless. Very well. In recognition of your empty hand, loose morals, and general incompetence, I'll give you a hint.
ありがとう。
Are you aware that cats hate certain scents? Citrus in particular. If you have something like that, it'll drive them off in no time.
それは知ってるけど、どうすればいいのやら。
Drink more...
私のシャンプー、クレープフルーツの香りなんだけど。
You're the vitamin C girl. Okay. That's it. In other words, your twin tails are soaked with cat repellent. If you dangle them in front of that vile black feline, there's no doubt he'll flee. Alright, this mission is designated the Battle of the Bulge, Cat Edition. Engage the enemy at once.
どうやって？猫憎くないけど。
As of this moment, I'm designating that plastic ornament on the right side of your head as Alpha, and the plastic ornament on the left, Bravo. First, get Alpha in front of that cat.
プラサグが
Shut up and move Alpha forward, attack!
かかります。こう。
Yes, right face.
キュイーン。
Now, quickly rotate. Support Unit Bravo to the front. Alpha, take rear guard.
シャシャシャシャ。
Good, the target's losing his will to fight. Finish him off with Charlie.
待って、何？急に出てきたチャーリーって誰？
The tuft sticking up between your head, obviously. Begin vibrating it at once.
これがチャーリー？えい！ブルブルブルブル。
With feeling.
ブリブリブリブリブリブリブリブリブリブリ。
Good.
にゃー。
Oh no. Truly, you are the cat whisperer.
乗ってない？
Can't you tell? He is indeed.
あんた、この状況を見て何か言うことは？
It's quite humorous. Analysis complete. Abnormal perspiration, animal on head, eyes like a dead fish. The above 3 points include my observations.
違う！事態が悪化したことへの謝罪とかないのってことでしょ？どうしてこうなった？
Because your head looked comfortable, I presume.
そういうことじゃなくて、これ追い返すどころか馴染んでるじゃないの。
True, the operation has failed. Retreat.
解散しちゃダメ。責任取りなさい。
God, you're hard to please. Guess I'll have to bring out my trump card. Hold your current position. I'll go get a bucket and water.
ちょっと待って。今なんて
Oh, you know what I said. I'm getting a bucket. And water.
なんでそんなことするの
Well,
よくそんなひどいことできるわね。
well, it'll work. Cruel thing. Did you think I was just going to dump water on the cat?
じゃあ何するの
Sit on the bucket, drink the water, take a break.
なんで急に休憩時間に入っちゃうのよ。そんでお水まで飲んじゃうの
Sometimes,
バカなの
every once in a while, you need to retreat and simply allow yourself to analyze. Sometimes you simply need to retreat and analyze the situation a bit more in depth before you come up with a new strategy. And sometimes taking a break is good for that, don't you think, Michiru? Did you just make light of water breaks? You maggot. Are you underestimating the horrors of dehydration? By the time your body's asking you for water, it's already too late. Regular, moderate fluid intake is absolutely crucial.
いや、分かってますから。その部分をバカって言ったわけじゃないよ。だから、熱く語らないで。
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Well then, I'll be getting that bucket, so stand by.
待機しない。この状態を早くどうにかしなさいよね。これじゃあ猫かぶってるってみんなに言われちゃうでしょ。にゃー。
Well, the shoe fits.
うさい。
No, seriously, it seems to have taken to you quite a bit. If you want to drive it off, maybe sprinkling water on it really is the best option. You do want to drive the cat off as soon as possible, right?
そうだけど、でもそんなひどいこと絶対しないで。
It's just a stray cat, so I think I can. I'll go get the water.
ダメだってば。猫ニャーがかわいそう。
Did you name it? You named it. Kitty meow.
言ってません。そんなこと言ってません。そんなことより早くこの子をどうにかしないと。
Right, splashing water from a bucket it is then.
それは絶対にダメなの。猫にゃ。どう？この猫がかわいそう。何よ。
Is that his name?
何が？
Is that the name you gave the cat?
だから何がよ。
I'm asking whether you gave this animal that ridiculous name. Answer me.
違います。そんなこと言ってませんし、名前なんてつけてません。もう何よ。
Mamo.
で、さっきからちょいちょいなんで変な言葉を言わせてるのよ。
You caught on. I noticed this habit you have of repeating short phrases, so I was experimenting to see how far you'd go with it.
勝手にそんな実験しないでよね。こっちは頭の上に動物乗ってて忙しいんだから。
So when you don't have an animal on your head, it's okay? Pushu.
プシやんないもん。
Intriguing. By the way, that kitty meow of yours has been licking your Charlie vigorously for a while now. For fucking hell.
にゃぷにゃぷにゃぷにゃぷにゃぷにゃ。舐めないで。私のチャーリーを。
Shall I drive it off?
お願いします。でも水はかけないでね。それはダメだからね。
Well, fruit juice? Understood. Alright, here we go. As I take my first step forward, the cat leaps off Michiru's head and runs off somewhere. It's a bit anticlimactic, but I fulfilled Michiru's request. And yet Michiru's glaring at me in apparent displeasure. You'd almost think she really didn't want me to scare off the cat. Good for you, he ran off.
ありがとう。
You don't look particularly happy.
そんなことないもん。ああ、せいせいしたわね。猫にまとわりつかれるなんて本当にうんざりしちゃう。私どっちかっていうと犬が好きだしね。
Yeah, I'm not buying it. As Michiru speaks, she's gazing fixedly in the direction where the cats disappeared, her expression wistful. That's a shame.
そうね。残念じゃないわよ。猫うざい。超うざいんですけど。
That aside, I consider thinking a little harder next time.
何をよ。
The name Kitty Meow is a bit.
猫いなくなってスッキリスッキリ。さあもう今日は何して遊ぼうかしらルールラー。
Tralalar? Even as Michiru spits out those strained words, she's walking off in the direction the cat disappeared. She's clearly gotten attached to it. Why hesitate to admit she's fond of the thing? Why not just be honest about it? Well, maybe there's something else going on here. Then again, expecting a deeper reason from a girl who named a cat Kitty Meow might be a little optimistic. And as mysteries go, that Tralalar she also left also qualifies. Although, it seems like nothing more than a bizarre shriek. Perhaps it's a special cipher that will reveal a coherent message when parsed with a certain algorithm. Ooh, I don't think so. I mumbled to myself in self-derision. My goodness. As usual, she's quite entertaining. Habits are persistent things. Even when your circumstances change, they tend to stay with you. Take meal times, for example. I eat at 7 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon, and 7 in the evening. If you know the time, you know how full my stomach is. Dinner for me is usually more 5 to 6 range. Okay. My sleep patterns are even easier to understand. Unless I'm working or have something to do, my eyelids naturally grow heavy after 10 p.m., and I'm asleep by 11 p.m. at the latest. Even if I don't set an alarm, my eyes open on their own every morning, and usually find the clock reading about 4:45 a.m. Man, you only sleep for 5-6 hours? No. You know, I mean, I do that sometimes, but you gotta, get more sleep every once in a while. It's not healthy. Next, I drink a bottle of oolong tea, replenishing the fluids I lost sweating in my sleep. Okay. A quick check of the weather outside my window, I change into my sweats and head out for my daily run. These are more rules and habits at me for this point. Today, as usual, I alternated jogging with wind sprints responding to the echo of the drill instructor's whistle inside my head. But at this very moment, outside my empty dorm room, a far from routine incident was beginning to take shape. I was heading back into my room after my run, planning on a quick shower and some breakfast, when I noticed something unusual. I don't think I've actually seen you zoomed out for this one. You should buckle up those jeans, you know. So Mane was skillfully moving her slippered feet down the stairs, careful not to make the slightest sound. The instant I saw her movements, precisely those of an agent of an infiltration mission, I instinctively hid myself in the shadows. I'm now watching her every move. Suamane, that woman. Could it be? There's a cold, sticky sweat on my forehead, and it's not the product of my daily exercise. Am I her target? Amane's holding a key in her right hand. Glancing cautiously around her surroundings, she moves to my door. She takes great care to unlock it with a gradual, silent movement. Just as I thought. It's my room. Whew. I consult my watch. It's still early morning. There's only one reason to quietly sneak into a man's room at this hour. Assassination. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe that Suamane is an agent working for some unknown organization. Now that I think back, there are a lot of things that didn't make sense. She was aggressively friendly to me from our very first meeting, never showing a hint of embarrassment at pushing herself onto me, and yet she's never shown any particular interest in the past, or in my past, except for the sister thing. Just how convenient is that for me? Her lack of interest in my past makes sense if she'd received an overview of my background. At a glance, she's just your typical horny big sister role player, but that could be a front for hiding a killing machine, a woman who takes lives as naturally as she draws breath. I hadn't read her that way. That's probably because I let my guard down. Unbelievably sloppy. If my master was alive, she'd knock me on my ass for this one. A convenient woman like that is obviously too good to be true. Even as I reproach myself, my chest is burning with bitter sadness. Oblivious to my silent regret, Amane eases my door open and begins to inch her way inside. Amane speaks in a whisper, probably a safeguard against the possibility that I'd woken earlier than she expected. When there's no response, she continues to move into the room. I quietly follow, concealing myself in the shadows to avoid alerting her presence. Of course, she finds my bed empty. Amani looks around the room quickly, and after a moment opens the door to my bathroom and pokes her head in to continue her search. What exactly was she planning to say if I had been taking a shower? Sumika would never go that far. My goodness. Say what? Wait a second, Amane. Did you seriously sneak in here for that idiotic... No, hold on. Could she have noticed my presence? Is this all a masterful farce? Amane, you're one hell of a woman. Very well. Let's just see how long you can keep up this little act. Mind your own business. I'm working on it at my own pace. As I look back at my own room, I'm not gonna say anything. They're going into the laundry later anyways, and I was going to finish that after my run, okay? She's finally ready to lay her trap. Or not. Amani picks up the bottle and starts to gather my scattered clothes from the floor. For some reason, Amani unfolds the clothes in front of her face, buries her nose into them, and begins inhaling their scent. That's not creepy. So, Amani, are you a dog? Oh, this is gonna be the cat and dog episode, isn't it? Saying that out loud, interesting. Or rather, a bitch in heat. Are you a pervert, Amane? Hey, what now? Why are you staring at my bed? Oh god, are you gonna sniff that too? Wait, you... Oh, don't tell me. Yourself, did you seriously just jump onto my bed? And now she's pressing her face into my sheets and snuffling loudly. Don't stick your face into my bed. Don't shake your ass around. Don't stick your face into my bed and shake your ass around. This girl really is a dog in human form. If you press your nose against the covers and inhale over and over again, of course you're going to get a little lightheaded from a lack of oxygen. More importantly, is this what I think it is? If I'm reading this correctly. This woman is in fact a horny big sister role player. Allow me to correct myself. This woman is in fact a sex-crazed maniac big sister role player. Drunk on the man stink that's apparently lingering in my bed sheets, Amani wriggles her body, breathing in roughly through her nose. Watching her shameful display, I feel more relieved than anything else. At the very least, there's no assassin this stupid. Maybe she realized I was there and decided to put on this act. I don't know. I don't think she's an assassin, but it's not impossible. Now that I think this over calmly, there's no way anyone arranged such an elaborate assassination for me. A traffic accident would be much more economical, and the cleanup after the fact would be much less troublesome. You're right. All that sudden ridiculous tension I'd been filled up with leaks out of my mouth. At this point, I finally notice that I'm very thirsty. Moving relatively quietly, I open the door to my fridge and retrieve a large bottle of sports drink. I twist the cap off and drink directly from the bottle, gulping down a mouthful of cold liquid. As the chill soaks into my parched throat and the electrolytes course through my strained body, I realize just how worked up I'd been over nothing. She seems distracted. Within her fantasy, I've apparently begun to reach my hand towards Amani's underwear. She's very concerned about this for some unclear reason. At this rate, I'm going to get a real show free of charge. What to do? Maybe the gentlemanly thing would be to go back outside and then to noisily pretend to return. With that thought, I start to return my drink to the fridge, but just as I separate my mouth from the 2-liter bottle, the liquid inside sloshes around vigorously, making a surprisingly loud sound. Unfortunately, the sound shatters Amani's delusion just as she's begun a slow, inviting wiggling of her hips. She springs up out of the bed, her eyes wide open. There's no time to hide. I'm standing there with a sports drink in my hand, staring at Amane, and she's staring right back. For a while now. If I honestly tell Amane that I saw the whole thing, she might be hurt. Maybe I should be considerate and tell her I didn't see anything, but at this point, I would be way too barefaced to lie. So the middle ground would be to say, I only saw the last part? Let's see. I think it was, you can't, Yuuji-kun. Or maybe, stop, restrain yourself. What's wrong? You're sweating like crazy. You want some sort of sports drink? I already took a swig, so just so you know. Is? Why? Should have I sung a song to help you get in the mood? You know, you're pretty open about all the sexual stuff. Why are you so embarrassed by this? Her legs buckling underneath her, Amani drops to the floor with a thud, covers her face with both hands, and breaks down into hysterical tears. Look, I'm probably the one who should be screaming here. Coming back to your room to find a woman wriggling around in your sheets. I don't remember learning an appropriate response to this particular scenario. No. You probably weren't going to be a bride. Anyways, don't worry. Look on the bright side. At least he noticed me before he started rubbing my pillow between your legs, right? Hey, Amane? Amane pushes past me and runs away screaming, still hiding her face in her hands. Although from the state of her ears, I can infer that it's bright red. What am I supposed to do with this woman? It's hardly that big of a deal. But apparently, I'm the only one who thinks so. A good hour later, it's time to go to school, but Amane's locked herself in her bathroom and shows no signs of emerging. That's would be a convenient excuse. You should just say that. That's specific. Medicine. You really are cruel, aren't you, Machina? Oh, the exact details aren't any of my business, but it seems that Makina's persistent siege eventually convinced Amane to leave the bathroom.
まったくもうあまねえのせいですっかり遅くなっちゃったのよさ。もう走らないと遅刻なのよ。
You know, I probably should have went ahead.
だからごめんってば。
Don't be too harsh. Amane has her reasons.
ごめんね、お兄ちゃんにまで付き合わせちゃって。ほら、あまねえも謝りなさい。ごめん。
Don't worry about it. This is almost my fault in a way.
つうか、あんたのせいでしょうが。
No, 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 no.
っていうか、何があったのよさ。
I'll tell you when you're a little older, Makina.
話さなくていいから、一生黙ってていいから、お願いだから。
You can practically see the question mark floating over Makina's head as she tries to get a grasp on the situation. Meanwhile, Amane seems to be trying to get through this by force of will alone. Three of us leave the dorm and begin to run towards our classroom. That's wrong, Makina. You're falling behind. Run, run, run.
私、走るの嫌いなのに。あまねえのアホ。だから何度も謝ったでしょ。
Alright, then, Makina, I'll teach you a wonderful song that makes running more enjoyable.
歌？何それ？どんな歌？
It's called Running Cadence. At my old school, we sung these all the time when we had to run. Repeat after me, got it?
おい。
Suomane's a bitchin'
そう、
he
あまねはいいんなんだ。
rolling around in man's bed sheets.
男のベッドで身もだえる。ちょっと、その歌。
Good for you.
Good for you.
Good for me.
Good for me.
Good.
なんで？面白いじゃんさ。
Well then, shall we take a leisurely walk and sing some nice nursery rhymes instead?
それこそやめなさい。シャレにならないわよ。
Although I'd been considerately trying to turn the whole incident into a joke so that we could laugh it off together, things didn't wrap up that neatly. Makina enjoyed the cadence call more than I expected. And when she got Sachi to join in a loud chorus during PE class that day, our classmates naturally started asking about the lyrics. Amane's response was to hang her head deeply and vaguely mumble, "Ha ha ha ha. I don't even care anymore." A smile on her face at that moment was truly hollow. Holy
せっかくみんな
shit.
で遊ぼうってことになったんだから、ユミコも参加しなさいよ。
The moment I leave my room, I met with a shrill voice from the lobby.
私はそれを決めた場にいなかったもの。
それでもたまには全くしょうがないわねって言いながら参加してくれるのが優しさってもんじゃない。
たまにでいいなら今日は参加しなくてもいいってことよね。
ガグキ、あんたはまた人の揚げ足取って。
From what I can gather, Michiru is trying to drag Sakaki into some sort of group event. So, do those two dislike each other after all? I ask Amane, who's watching the fight from the sidelines, to clear up a point of confusion.
仲が悪いってわけじゃないと思うけど、ほら、お互いの性格がね。
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. They don't seem like the most compatible sort. I see. Michiru tries to bring things together as everyone's leader, while Sakaki avoids excessive contact with those around her. It's only natural that those two would come into conflict with pretty frequently.
それにこの年になってまでおままごとを楽しむ気はないわ。
Is that what you're doing?
あんたね、 いい加減にしないと私も本気で怒るわよ。
Are you really going to play house? Or something like
そ
that?
う。それなら私にも考えがあるわ。
別にそんなの全然怖くないんだから。
That's the strongest front you've put up yet, Michiru. What is this? Judging from the way she isn't backing down, even with that box cutter in her face, Michiru's gotten a little heated herself. Shouldn't we stop this?
そうね、二人が言い合うのはいつものことだけど、そろそろマキナも怖がり始めたし。
I look down to find Makina hiding behind Amane's leg, watching the scene fearfully. If you want, I can try to calm them down.
それなら大丈夫。私たちには大魔神がついてるから。
A demon lord, you say?
じゃあ、さっちゃん、お願いね。
Yeah, I don't know. She might qualify, I suppose.
わかりました。
And so the fearsome demon lord, or rather Sachi, slowly advances toward her prey. You crazy? Sachi's obviously not cut out for this role.
やっぱそう思う？
No offense to Sachi, but when it comes to stopping an argument, I think you'd be more effective, Amane.
普通はそう考えるわよね。でも、実際は違ったの。
There's okay, there's a precedent. I shouldn't be that surprised that there's a precedent.
そう。あれは、ユージ君以外のみんなが揃ってすぐの頃だったと思うけど、その時も今と同じようなことが起こって、最初は私が止めに入ったんだけど、結局二人は言い合いをやめてくれなかった。
Is Michiru the newest one here then?
それで藁をもつかむ勢いでさっちゃんにお願いしてみたんだけど、そしたら
She pulled it off.
しかも私やマキナが驚くくらいバシッとね。あの時のサッチかっこよかったのよさ。
This is a little hard to swallow, honestly.
それはこれから起こることを見てれば嫌でも納得できるわよ。
Seeing's believing, isn't it?
みちる様、榊さん。何よ、サチ。今私ちょっと忙しいんだけど。
私も話なら後で聞くわ。
あまねさんにお願いされているので、それだと少し困るというか。それより早くその物騒なものをしまいなさいよ。
ならそっちが先に考えを改めてくれる？
私は二人にお話があります。みんなが困っているので喧嘩をやめてくれませんか？やだなあ、サチ。私たちは別に喧嘩してたわけじゃないわよ。
ええ、そうね、松島さん。
What the hell? She just asked them. And she did a crappy job at it.
でも効果てきめんでしょ？
Why? Precedent? True, the wind has completely gone out of Michiru and Sakaki's sails.
きっとサチ、二人の前でブチぬわーって顔してるんだよ。
What?
どうして広島弁出た？今。
I see. So this is the nature of her demonic powers? Hey, Michiru. Seeking further details, I capture Michiru as she totters away from the scene.
何よあんた、こんな突然。
Why did you stop arguing just now?
あんたはまだ本気のサチを見たことがないからそんなことが言えるのよ。
Sachi has a serious mode.
そう。よく目で人を焦がすとか言うでしょ。
No, I haven't. I've heard of if looks could kill, at least.
そうとも言うやつ。
So you say.
サチのあれはまさしくそれよ。
In other words, when Sachi needs to, she can fire a glare powerful enough to kill.
その通り。しかもあの目は間違いなく10万馬力は出てるわね。
Michiru continues to mumble to herself as she sits down on a nearby sofa.
やっぱり私、小峰さんが一番苦手だわ。
Sakaki, for her part, is unusually pale in the face.
これが一見気の弱そうなさっちゃんがクラス委員を任されている理由。ここには個性の強い学生が集まってるから、いざって時みんなに言うことを聞かせられる人間がいないとまずいじゃない？で、それができるのは私じゃなくさっちゃんだったってわけ。
So it seems.
さっちゃんはよく「わかりました」って言って何でも頼み事を引き受けてくれるけど、さっちゃんの「わかりました」は私たちにとって問題の解決とイコールなの。
That she'll go to any extent to complete it. Yeah, she does seem that type, doesn't she? You really just place a lot of trust in Sachi's abilities, right?
そうなのよ。実は怒らせると一番怖いのはサッチンかもしれないんだから。ガオーって。
Now I'm tempted. I really am tempted now. Just out of curiosity. It seems like I may have been underestimating Sachi. Hey, Sachi.
はい。
There's more to you than meets the eye. That was pretty impressive.
ありがとうございます。
さて、榊さんも参加してくれる気になったみたいだし、早速ボードゲーム大会を始めましょうか。
Oh, is that what we are going to do? Have fun. Don't worry about the noise. I'm the type who can sleep next to train tracks.
何言ってるの？ユージくんもやるのよ。
What?
みんなで遊ぶって言ってるんだから、当然あんたも入ってるに決まってるでしょうが。
Well, you're not going to force me into it.
私も強制参加させられているのだから分かっているわよね。
You won't be able to stop me either.
なのよね、サッチ
ン。
はい。
What an interesting situation. Should I test the waters? They've been going at it like cats and dogs just a moment ago, but all of a sudden, it's an utterly united front. Might be a little late in the game to realize it, but I seem to have ended up in a pretty troublesome school. Okay. Interesting.
A 液と B 液を混ぜる作業、何度やっても手が震えてくる。
Okay. What a weird thing to say. I guess we'll find out what's happening with that next time. Let's see. Who did we learn more about today? Michiru, Amane, and Sachi. Seemed more like it expanded upon the idea that Sachi will do literally anything to achieve her request in some way or form, rather than anything specific about her. Then again, that sort of dedication is disturbing, honestly. Impressive in a way, disturbing in another. Sort of a weird mix of the two. She really is an enigma, isn't she? Amane, I still sort of think that she lost her brother when she was younger. I haven't had anything to go against that. Then again, maybe she was a Brokon when she was younger? I don't know. That would have been weird if it's like a Brokon who grew up to replace some other guy with her in the brother role, and then get super duper bitch and heat mode about it, like Yuji's been saying. I think that was probably more for laughs than it was purely Amane's personality. As for Michiru, it's weird. It's quite odd how she seems so insistent on putting up a front and having a specific personality. If anything, hers is... I mean, we can all agree she's an idiot. She's an idiot. A funny idiot. But, there's an odd part to her where it just makes me think that she seems weirdly normal. She's stupid. Fine. But there's a lot of stupid people out there. People similarly stupid as her. In fact, she seems more normal than Yuji, which is the thing that makes her maybe even more of an enigma than Sachi in the fact that she's here. Hard to put my... She seems like she's really focused on, like Yuji said, trying to be a leader. trying to be someone who's very respected, trying to put up a specific persona. Like, maybe she doesn't like herself. Maybe that is like a very much like the Persona series style problems where it's she really doesn't like herself and she's trying to be something that she isn't. She's wearing a mask of sorts. Precisely what? That could be a number of things. A ton of number of things. The cat thing's interesting. Oh yeah. You know what? I'm gonna stick by the idea that in terms of personality, Mitsu's supposed to be like a cat and Amani's supposed to be like a dog. Because they, like, you had the cat thing and then you had the dog thing. Cause, yeah, I think that's all I got. Nothing else comes to mind. So, like I said, I'm recording ahead a bit. So, the next few episodes. This should be the Friday one. So, with Persona 5 coming out next week, expect the schedule next week to be a bit weird, and after that the schedule is going to mix up a bit because I'm going to try to change how I post videos scheduling wise in the very near future, and obviously the series is going to be affected by it. So keep on the lookout for the details of that if you're interested. I'll see you all next time. Drive safely, everyone.